Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. What a day it is, because today I will try to shoot my first 8x10 glass dry plates with this Intrepid 8x10 camera that I unboxed in my previous video. This video is brought to you by the generous donations of my Patreon supporters. But before I take this camera out in the field, I would like to talk about a few things that I've been working on in the last 2 weeks. Because in order to be able to shoot Zebra 8x10 glass dry plates, I had to build myself quite a few things. The first thing I did was I 3D printed myself a lens board for my 8x10 lens, which is Schneider Kreuznach 240mm f9. There you go. It's made out of HTPLA, so from the same material like my holders. It's completely light proof, very high temperature resistant and impact resistant. And yeah, it's much lighter than the aluminum lens board that you can buy from Intrepid. And plus I can imprint my own writing down here. There you go. That's the first thing. And the next thing I did was I designed a Zebra 8x10 dual glass dry plate holder. This is still a prototype, but yeah, we'll give it a test today. So we're not just gonna test this 8x10 camera, but also we're gonna see if this holder is ready for sale and for main production or not. As you can see, it's made in the same way like a Zebra 4x5 dual plate holder, with only one difference at the moment. I had to, let me focus this, I don't have a anodized aluminum dark slides yet, so I hand cut this just to see how it fits and how it works. And if it works, I will put it to a guy who will laser cut it for me, and then I will send them to the shop where they will anodize it matte black for me. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna load, as I showed you earlier, this Zebra 8x10 glass dry plates inside the holder. So I will take you inside the darkroom later on to show you how that looks like. And another thing I will have to figure out is how to pack this big 8x10 camera, because it's huge compared to my Intrepid 4x5 version, which I usually fit inside this backpack. I mean, it opens up quite wide, so fingers crossed I will be able to fit also this camera inside. It's gonna be a tight fit, but yeah, we will see later on. Right now I will take you with me inside the darkroom to load the prototype Zebra 8x10 glass dry plate holder with some Zebra glass dry plates. So yeah, follow me along. Okay, now when I have my two Zebra glass dry plates securely loaded inside the holder, I will fold this camera down to see if it fits in the backpack. If we are even gonna be able to take it out or not. Let's see. Oh yeah. Just like I hoped, it's fitting just barely, but it goes in. Of course, I will not put it in just like this. I will first try to find a piece of cloth or a blanket or a towel. This is what I often do anyway, and wrap the camera in, so it's gonna be protected from any bumps, so I don't by mistake break my focusing screen or whatever. Whew. I just went to pick up my dark cloth for focusing, in which I will wrap my camera in to protect it before I put it in the backpack. I can already tell you that this is becoming much heavier than carrying around my Intrepid 4x5. Especially knowing that I'm shooting glass dry plates, so the glass adds up quite a lot of weight, and also all the other equipment. But hey, we are not doing this because it's easy, right? Yes, I'm so happy that this fits, because otherwise, I don't know, I would just put the camera in the car and carry it straight from the car to my location. I will also slide my plate holder inside the back. This. I will put the lens on the top here. Takes a few things out. Before that, I will put my lens cap on. This is actually a proper hiking / climbing backpack. But yeah, it has a very large volume, so I can fit things nicely. The thing I shouldn't forget is this multi-tool that I will put at the top here, as well as my focusing loupe, which is helping me so much when I try to get things in focus. So yeah, I think that's it. Zip this together. I just have to put my shoes on and off we go. Come on. Whoops, I almost forgot my tripod. What a moron. You guys often ask me what kind of tripod I'm using, and this is actually a tripod from Vanguard, or Vanguard, I don't know how you spell it correctly. It's a model Alta Pro 263 AT, and the head I'm using is actually a ball head, also from Vanguard, model SBH 100. You can see it right here. And I will also take my cap because it's sizzling hot outside. Okay, now I have around a 20-minute drive to get to the location, so see you guys there. There you go, just arrived to the location. I'm actually already walking on a circular path that I'm visiting today. It's like a thematic path full of history, just 10 minutes outside of the capital of Slovenia, which is Ljubljana. I'm surrounded with beautiful forest, as you can see. Yeah, this path should be very interesting. I'm here for the first time, so there was no location scouting or whatsoever. But there are supposed to be 2 castles along the way, ruins of a castle, and one abandoned Millstone quarry, which would be very interesting. I'm very interested into that. It's a proper sunny day with completely blue skies today. It's around noontime, so it's scorching hot, around 35 degrees Celsius. And yeah, not my usual typical conditions for shooting. I usually like to shoot on a cloudy day or early in the morning. But yeah, what we can do, it's a summer, it's also a bit windy, so I think that the ruins and the quarry should make for a good subject today. Yeah, I will keep on walking and looking so I don't miss the path. So see you guys at the first castle, or I don't know what's coming next. Oof, quite steep this path. Obviously the castle was built on top of the hill, right? But I enjoy it so much. fresh air, much cooler than out on the open. Let's do this. I just love these light beams coming through the treetops that make for a natural spotlight, but unfortunately it's just too windy today to shoot something like this. This definitely is a proper workout for the upcoming summer ventures higher up into Slovenian Alps. I hope you're just as excited as I am for this. If you are, please don't forget to press that like button. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, join the community, because we are having lots of fun here. We made it to the first remainings of the castle. It's called an old castle in English. It's supposed to be higher up this hill here. So yeah, let's see how it looks like. And this on the right side here is a millstone. I don't know if it was, probably it was not quarried in the quarry we're gonna visit later on. But it's still quite a big guy, right? Unfortunately, there's not much left from this castle apart from this and this wall right there. So yeah, I think this small little part, this ruin of a castle, is not worth of my exposure on a dry plate. So I'm just gonna move on to the next spot. Whoa, this is awesome. I'm just slowly arriving to the quarry of Millstones. Yeah. It's a very big rock in the middle of nowhere here. Oh yeah. Just look at that there. This one was obviously not taken out. And there is more behind there. Okay, I will look around a bit and set up my camera finally and try to make some shots. This side looks quite awesome here. Let me take you a bit closer. It's quite dark though, but at least there is not much sun on the walls. Look how big that is. Obviously this one was also not taken out, maybe because it got chipped on the corner here. But yeah, we are still quite high up from the valley, so imagine taking these huge stones here and bringing them all the way down to the valley then. This kind of reminds me of my recent trip in Peru, just before this corona situation started, and just being impressed by the skills and the power of our predecessors. I'm still deciding where to take my shot from. One option would be from right around here, but I think that a better option would be from that little hill up there, because I can set up my camera nicely. And yeah, I just have to decide whether I should shoot in landscape like this or in vertical. But at the moment I think, when I'm looking through the camera right now, the vertical looks better. Okay guys, I think I have everything set up. Let me take you a bit closer. It's really dark, so maybe today is the first time that I wish I had a Fresnel lens. I mean a Fresnel focusing screen. It looks quite bright here on the camera, but there's not much light coming through the lens. Maybe if I cover it up, I can show it to you. As you can see, a very little light, just glimpses of light, but I think that I got my composition here. So yeah, I will put you back on the tripod there, make a shot, and talk to you later. Since it's very dark, even at ISO 4 it's showing me 30 seconds, but I think I need to go even lower than that. At least ISO 3, if not ISO 2. Yeah, ISO 2 is showing me 36 seconds at f9, but I would rather go with a bit more close shutter. Maybe not, because it's bumping the exposure time over a minute. I would like to stay at around 30 to 45 second range. I mean, I think I'm forced to go with f9 now, because it still shows me around 35 to 38 seconds. I think I will go for... Let me just step a bit further away, just to get a bit more general metering. Yeah, I think that 30 seconds will be fine. Hopefully, we will see that later on in the darkroom. So I will just double check my focus, because I've been jumping around the camera a lot. Alright. Put the holder in now. I noticed that with this camera I need to be much more careful when inserting the... you can see I already moved everything. You have to repeat everything all over again. Open the timer once again, just check if my shutter is closed. Like this. Pull the dark slide out. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. So now I'm past 20-second mark. Approaching 30. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There you go. I will slide the dark slide back in carefully. There we go. this one out. This. Okay, so I've exposed this side now, and the other one is still remaining unexposed. I will see. I don't know whether I should just make another exposure here, because I'm not really trusting the second castle. So here's the thing, guys, I'm slowly running out of time because of all the hiking and the preparation I've done. I'm getting eaten away by mosquitoes here. There is so many, plus the battery of my main camera just ran out, so I cannot properly film anymore. That's why I've decided to stay in this quarry and to make another shot of this unfinished uncut stone here, again in a vertical composition from right here. So yeah, I will focus on it now, measure the light, and I will tell you later on what was the exposure time. I've just metered my exposure time and I'm using ISO 2 once again. It's again showing me 45 seconds at f9. So basically I have everything set here. So f9, T shooting mode. I just have to close my shutter down. There you go. That's it. And now I'm ready to shoot. I have my prototype Z-Bright by 10 glass dry plate holder inside, so I can press the shutter. I've just packed everything up, and now I will slowly head back towards the car, which is all the way down there in the valley. To be honest, I'm quite tired, and I don't have a particularly good feeling about the two shots I just made. Mostly because of the lighting, which is quite difficult in the shade like this. But hey, it's my first time, my first try. I think that coming all the way here, setting up, trying to make the shots, it's still much better than just, I don't know, setting a chair outside in the garden and making my first 8x10 glass dry plate. I think that yeah, I hope that this effort I put in today will pay off. So see you guys in the darkroom. After a few hours, I'm finally back in the darkroom, and inside this prototype holder I have two Zebra 8x10 glass dry plates that are already exposed, waiting to be developed. But before I head into the darkroom, I would like to address a very recent finding of mine regarding the processing of any dry plate out there, and the usual problems, which are filling, lifting of the emulsion and so on. Me as a dry plate producer, or other experts on this field, always recommend you to develop dry plates at the exact same temperature throughout the whole solutions. So in the developer, rinse, fix and final rinse, your temperature should always be the same, which is usually around 21 degrees Celsius or lower. Because if the change in the temperature is drastic from one solution to the other, that can cause overswelling of the emulsion. Emulsion will start to frill, lift, peel off the edges and so on. I've always been following these rules and I've never had any problems, at least during the winter time, but now in the summer I've just recently noticed that I've had some problems with lifting and frilling on some plates, and I really didn't know what was the cause of it. To be honest, I was panicking because I've kept everything the same from the winter time. I'm using the same emulsion, washing the plates the same, coating the same plates the same, also drying the plates the same, developing them the same, everything's the same. But where's the problem then? And then I've ran all kinds of experiments because I thought that maybe the pH in my water has changed now when the temperatures went up, and that caused overswelling of the emulsion. But at the end that was not a problem, and then I got it. You know what's the problem? Remember, recently I was talking about keeping all the temperatures the same. But if you're shooting your plates outside on the sun, also the plate will warm up to around 25, 26 or even higher. And when you put that warm plate straight into the developer, you know what's gonna happen? The glass will shrink because the temperature in the developer will be cooler, and that will cause a lot of stress on the emulsion. Emulsion will shrink with the glass as well. And at some point the stress will be just too much, it will have nowhere to go and it will start lifting off the glass. That's why I've recently started to put my dry plates together with the holder in the fridge for around 5 to 10 minutes right after exposure, so the glass has time to cool down sufficiently before I start processing the plates, and this problem is completely gone. I have no frilling, no lifting, no wrinkling, nothing. This is why we will put this holder in the fridge now for 10 minutes, and don't worry, because if you put the plate in the fridge for longer, if it cools down more, that's not a problem, because when you put it in the developer, the glass will start to expand, but the emulsion will expand together with the glass as well. So yeah, don't worry about that. I will put it inside the fridge now. That's it. Now you can follow me inside the darkroom so we can prepare the processing solutions in the meantime. So yeah, let's go. I will develop these two plates in the same developing chemicals as per usual, so Kodak 8C110 dilution B and a rapid fixer. The only difference is that I will have to mix a bit bigger quantities of the solutions. So I have all of the solutions ready now. I'm still missing a final rinse because I will have to reuse this tray here. But in the first tray, in the white tray, I have the developer so I can see the negative appearing. Then in the red one I have the rinse. And in the gray one I have the fixer so I can see if all the unexposed silver halides are removed, which the halides appear white. So yeah. I will turn off the lights now, like this, take out the holder from the fridge, right here, like this, and yeah, I will take the plates out now and start developing. The first Zebra 8x10 glass dry plate developed. It's looking okay, it's more on the underexposed side though. Yeah, let's move on, I can't wait to develop the second one now. And now also the second plate is developed. It looks a bit better in terms of exposure, and also the sharpness is there. And here I already have the first plate drying. I will wait for the second one to wash properly, and then I will dry that one as well, and I will leave both plates over the night to dry them completely, scan them tomorrow and show you the results. This is the positive of the first exposure, and for the first try it's actually not that bad. I would for sure expose it for a bit longer, but the fact how dark it is adds up to the mystery of the shot itself, and to the story of a quarry in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, the bottom part where the sun was coming through, it's way overexposed, but this just speaks about the difficulty of getting the right exposure with blue sensitive dry plates in these sunshade situations. Second shot was exposed much better, and the circle shape of the Millstone definitely stands out. Sharpness is on point, so yeah, I'm very happy with this shot. There you go folks, we came to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I know that this one is a bit longer than usual, but I really wanted to cover quite a few things. So yeah, please let me know in the comments below if this video was way too long, or if you'd rather see me making maximum 10 to 15 minute long videos. I think that I left quite a lot of valuable information inside this video, and I also learned myself a lot. Firstly, that Zebra 8x10 dual glass dry plate holder, this is a prototype, is working very well, so I can start producing and selling them. Secondly, that in the future I will have to make much denser negatives if I would like to direct contact print them with different alternative techniques. And thirdly, that 8x10 large format photography is awesome. So yeah, I would like to wish everybody to stay safe, have a nice week, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye!